Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Painting Han. In today's video, we are going to be painting our autumn tree, yellowish brown autumn tree. If you are here for the first time, please subscribe, hit the bell and leave a comment. Let's have fun! This painting is I painted before, but I wanted to share the process of the painting. So I will shoot the video today, and I used the number one light tone, mid tone and dark tone of brown, and I will use salt for this. Okay, let's get started by sketching. The ground will be here, and for the tree we'll place it a bit to the left side of the middle of the paper, so don't try it in the center of the paper. Okay, and then let's draw the tree's trunk with uneven and jagged lines. Let's think creatively. Okay, for better painting, avoid dull and boring lines. Okay, open your imagination and draw branches and leaf, some trunk, and freely think about the freely. Okay. And the sun is coming from the top left. So when drawing the tree and leaves, draw simply. So let's draw branches simply, and a detailed sketch is not necessary. Just very simplified the drawing. Okay, it's time to coloring. So I'm currently wetting the paper using a large brush. And I'm beginning with the sky and background. So apply enough water first, and then for the leaves of the tree area, I use a light amount of water. So I'm adding a light blue to the sky area. This color is very light tone of the blue. So this one is a number one tone of the color. And then afterward, I create a middle tone of the blue into the number one tone of the brown blue. So I got a little, I'm making the little dark tone of the blue. And then light tone and a mid tone. This tone merge together nicely. So I tilt the paper side to side and back and forth to get a nature and organic look. And I'm touching a little more here and there. Next, I'm going to apply the yellow, orange, some kind of autumn trees color, autumn leaves color. So I'm mixing the light yellow and a little bit dark yellow. And I wet the paper a little bit, not enough water, just some part wetting the paper. And then apply the light yellow on the paper, but you need to leave some small space between the branches of leaves. This will be the highlight area. And then I'm mixing a combination of yellow and orange and yellow ochre for the mid-tone of the leaves color. Okay, and pay attention to my brush strokes. How can I explain? So look at my brush stroke, and just I'm trying the dotting. And before I tried my brush, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I mean the dot, 1, 2, dot, 1, 2, dot. It's like dancing. Okay, you need to feel like you are dancing now. And I want to apply a bit darker leaf color, so I'm mixing yellow, yellow ochre, and burnt sienna. And I'm touching the paper very lightly. And my brush has a slightly much water, so I'm touching my brush to the paper towel to remove a little water. And I switch it to a thin brush to paint using a dancing stroke like this. You need to feel like you are dancing now. I'm just using the tip of the brush, and on the paper I'm my brush like dancing. Da 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 da. Okay, now shall we try it again and make the dark color? Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, make a little darker color and try that the point. And still the paper or damp paper, so when you touch it with the dark color, that color merge it together. Okay, when you apply dark orange to the tree leaves, remember to leave tiny space. You can draw thin branches or keep it airy. Continue with the darkest brown for further detailing. Okay, I mixed yellow, yellow ochre, and burnt sienna, even touching the burnt umber. Now I'm trying to create a volume, I mean a three-dimensional look. So you need to paint the bind of the brightest part with darkest color. So that will give a three-dimensional look. I mean, that will make it pops out. Now I'm trying the highlight part behind the highlight area with the very darkest color. So it will make the front bunch of the tree area, bunch of the leaf area, it will make the pops out. It's time to draw trunks, so I'm creating the darkest and thickest brown. Now I'm adding with ultramarine deep too. So I don't want to wet the paper here. It's better to use a dry brush to create the rough look of the trunks. Okay, let's switch to a thin brush and draw thin branches here and there. Try different directions and shape freely. Okay, this area looks a little bit empty, so I want to add a branch uh, towards the up and the downward. Now I'm using a thin pointed round brush. I want to draw for a very tiny branch here. What are your thoughts on this painting? I feel like the colors are a bit toned down, so I'm planning to add bright autumn colors, especially with a bright yellow. So I've added bright yellow to the entire tree. Does it look better now? I'm still using a very a tiny pointed round brush. Okay, this area is a little empty, so I draw branches and adding with yellow leaves, but that color is too strong, so I want to mix little light value of the yellow and blend little bit nicely. Okay, this area a little empty, so let's draw a branchy and autumn trees a little more. Okay, here empty place. So I want to add yellow leaves and tiny branches, and of course, don't make the fill the leaves. Just leave a small tiny space between leaves. I want to enhance the depth of my painting, so draw additional thin stems and darker leaves here and there. Yeah, I'd like to add yellow to the trunk for a natural and organic look. What do you think? Is that good? That is my favorite technique. I want to add more tiny branches. So I mixed the darkest brown. So yellow ochre, burnt sienna, burnt umber. You can add some brown. I hope you remember my dancing strokes. I'm still using kind of dancing strokes. So draw branches and then uh, one, two, three, four, that, that, that. So I mean, don't try the same speed, the same brushes, strokes. So just to feel like you are dancing. So, okay, we've done a great job with the tree. Now let's move on to the ground floor and add some colors. First, wet the paper with enough water. We are going to use red on red style. Use a little more salt. So now we are adding a dark tone of yellow and orange and Bonsera. For this area, we are going to use some sort for an abstract effect. So we need to some darkest dark color for the space. Additionally, we need to use the darkest tone of the color with a thick and creamy pigment. So I'm adding ultramarine deep to create the darkest tone in the area. And I'm applying very light sub green to this area to make it look far away. I'm adding a bluish color on that. Let's draw some glasses with a tiny and pointed brush. I'm using brush it down to up. Now let's sprinkle some salt here and there. It's better if the salt is not too hard or too small. So I use sea salt and tied up the tree here and there while the salt dries. I think it will probably take more than 30 minutes to dry salt. So I'm still working on the trees. And then, but if you want to use a hair dryer, it will dry a little faster, right? But then I didn't use the hair dryer, just dry it naturally. And I'm still working on the trees. I want to tie it up. Can you see the salt area? All right, the salt has dried. Gently shake off the salt with a brush. How does it look? Look at the kind of abstract effect. Really beautiful. I like it. Can you see it? So finally, I will add more glasses or bushes on the ground and make the final touches to the painting. I'm still working the ground area, draw grasses and bushes with tiny brush. I'm still working on the with pointed round brush. Okay, our painting is all done. So I want you to remember my dancing stroke. Okay, thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.